Okay guys, so I have a full guide on productivity for you today of the stuff that helped me to increase exponentially the work that I put and actually achieve compared to before. So, I'd like to begin first with a story of mine. On this first subject, which is actually to plan ahead 3 to 5 essential, most important things to do for the next day. And so one day, it's Saturday, I wake up, I go to my desk, I say, and I open my laptop, and I'm thinking, yeah, finally, school is done for the week. Now I can just focus on my productive tasks. And guess what? After I think a couple hours, I just realized, wait, I didn't even get that much work done. Like, what did I do? It's just all these hours have passed, but I didn't complete really anything productive. Pretty much nothing. So I'm thinking, okay, well, what's the reason? And I'm just kind of getting frustrated. Like, why did this happen? And then I'm talking to God like I usually do. I go to the bathroom and I'm asking, well, why did that happen? And then an answer came to mind. I didn't prepare basically anything to do that day. That's the answer. And what I mean by this, yes, I have a schedule, and we're gonna get into that topic. But the point is, even if you do have a schedule, right? I have the okay from this time to this time. Let's say work from 8 to 9 a.m. for example, whatever work. But what task in the work should you be doing, right? Do you just go and read and learn from other videos to get the information synthesized, do all this stuff, or do I go and edit the video, or do I go and script the video? Do I go and research for ideas for videos? What task do I do? And so when I asked, and so after I got the answer, it was so simple. Like, yeah, of course, that's why. And to be honest, that happened the week prior as well. Prior, I think that's the right word, right? I mean, previously. Anyway, the point is, you need to the night before the next day. At night, when you need to prepare the next thing, the few key important tips for the next day, and not just some simple random dumb tasks like, oh, just do the laundry, go to the store, get this. That is understandable. You don't need to put it in the to-do list. In the to-do list, you don't need to have dozens of things to put there. They're just stupid. You're not getting anything done. Plus, if there are too many, you either way don't complete all of them, and you lose confidence because you see all these boxes unticked in the day, which is not good. So you need to pick a few things that are actually important, that will move the needle in whatever you're doing, whatever task is important, activity is important for you, and then just do them. And also front load, like do first thing in the morning, get those tasks done, and then boom, you're done. You don't and with this, you don't procrastinate. All right. I mean, I was thinking back then, well, I'm a disciplined individual. Why did this happen? Why did I wait so many hours? The point is, it was not really discipline. It was the fact that I didn't even know what to focus on, what to work on. That was the problem. I didn't even give myself a task to do. Imagine Imagine how stupid that is. Imagine how stupid I was, huh? So you guys, again, plan 3 to 5 essential things for the next day. That way you wake up and let's say you go to the bathroom, whatever, but then you just go straight into doing them. That way you don't have a chance to procrastinate. You get the point? I mean, it's simple. You just basically auto execute, right? You don't have and you have no option to just go and do some other thing. Your younger self at night prepared what you need to do, the map basically for the day or for the morning for those tasks, and now you're just on autopilot. You just go and do that. Yeah, you have no, bro. You cannot just go procrastinate. That won't happen, and you won't do that. You have tasks to do. Okay, guys, so next is having a schedule. And this is important. This sounds odd. You might say, oh, but it's a bit boring, Sebastian. No, it's not boring. It's amazing. You don't want your day to just be messed up and you don't know what to do and what at what time. You're anxious because you have only a couple hours to go until gotta go to bed, but you still have so many tasks to do. That's not a good thing. So having a schedule, and of course you'll sometimes need to change it. Of course it will take a bit of time, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Plus it can save you hours and hours and hours. Imagine if I gave you a some something that it an option basically of just saving a bunch of hours that you could potentially lose because of procrastination and so on. You'd take that. Well, that's the schedule. That's the thing. That's the option. So you gotta have that. So one time I was thinking, why am I not as productive as I should be? But then I said, okay, well, it's because of my schedule. And so I just changed it around. And as I was coming back from school, I literally have had a great, massive smile on my face. And I began to walk even faster because I was so excited to go back home and hit my schedule. And this is super important because, again, you know exactly what to do and at what time. You don't need to waste time. You know exactly what to do. It's even easier. It's simple. You don't have excuses of maybe doing this, maybe that, but I don't feel like doing this. You know exactly what to do, and yeah, you just do it. Now, exceptions to the schedule are if you have an even more important urgent thing that you gotta do in a specific amount of time. Yeah, sure, do that. Fair enough. But generally, you stick to your schedule, and if it's not good, change it. Literally change it. Like go whatever at every part of the day that you want to change. Okay, I want to put, for example, the workout there, the run there, and you can literally schedule also your trainings, let's say, throughout the day. And why that's important is because not just for the benefit of exercising in terms of just building muscle and so on, but you want to stay in a high frequency. If you stay in a low frequency, that means bad emotion, just feeling sadness, depression, boredom, and so on, loneliness. If you stay in that, you won't be productive because you want to seek those emotions from something else, and you'll probably go do some bad habits, which is not good. So we need to make sure we stay in a high frequency state. Either way, we're more productive in that. High frequency means great, amazing emotion. So I have a frequency chart on my door. I gotta put a picture on the screen of how it looks, but basically it goes a way higher frequency, for example, from 350 to 700. So acceptance, reason, love, joy, peace, enlightenment. And you go to those amazing, loving, awesome, happy emotions as you do multiple things, but one of them is working out peak physical performance. Once you do that, bro, your serotonin levels go up, which is the hormone of happiness, and your endorphins go up, and you instantly feel way way happier. After a great workout, you feel amazing, and you can use that as a tool to schedule it at a specific time. For example, right now, I did it myself, right? So I work for a couple hours in the morning, and then after that, I go at a certain point, go take a pre-workout meal, and then go hit a workout to actually continue to feel great. If my frequency drops, right, and just do another workout, boom. And do my first workout, my frequency instantly gets higher. And then later in the day, I also have a run, or I just split my workout in two parts, and I just do that. And it's simple. It just, and by doing that, either working out or running, you increase your serotonin levels or endorphins, and you feel way better. You feel happier for a couple hours even after that, or even more. So that's amazing. That's a massive benefit, a massive boost. And I was thinking, okay, well, how do I actually schedule this, or how do I make it to actually stay in a high frequency and feel good throughout the day? To not feel lonely, depressed, disgusting, all those things. Perhaps if you're working on videos or doing some other tasks in whatever other business that you want to focus on entrepreneurship, it might be a bit lonely and stuff. Go raise your frequency by just scheduling at a certain point your workout, and perhaps split it in two, or go run, or do something like this. And yeah, that's what you do. And again, this will massively help you with being more productive because you know what to do it and at what time. Now, where to put a schedule? I personally do it in Google Calendar. Yeah, Google Calendar. Before that, I took it. I had it in my notes, but it's not as effective. Plus, it looks way better on Google Calendar. And two, you can also schedule some more things in it if you gotta plan some things which are not necessarily a habit but an event, let's say. So that's very important. It's very helpful indeed to have that there. Now, next is turn off your notifications. This is super, super important as well. Because think about how much you get distracted by them. Whatever distraction, bro, doesn't matter what it is. If it distracts you from your work, from your productive tasks, well, then why do you keep it? Just turn them off. Maybe just keep on messages for whatever. But yeah, for people to actually be able to message you and call you and for you to actually see if it's urgent. But aside that, all the social media, all the whatever, turn that off. I mean, one time back some years ago, I was here at some other desk. I changed it, but I was here at a desk of mine or a bit there, and I was doing homework. And I'm sitting there flipping through subjects because, okay, biology, nah, don't like it. Math, don't know how to do it. Stuff like this. And I'm flipping through all those subjects. I don't want to do them. I don't feel like it. And then boom, notification for my phone popped off. Screen light lit up, and I hear that sound. Now I get out of my focus, and I think, man, a new update on this game, a new video from this YouTuber, from this guy that I follow. Look at all these new things, right? And that's way more fun, right? That sounds way more fun. So I think, yeah, I gotta do homework, man, but maybe just a bit, maybe just a bit of a small break, and then turns into half an hour, 1 hour, and then before you know it, it's 2 hours, and it's 2 hours, and I didn't even complete that much homework at all. And I think this happens over and over again, like many times. So the thing is, when I learned about this concept of just turning off these notifications, that changed the game. That alone is massive. Because how do you want to focus and how do you want to be productive? Bro, all of us want to be productive. You perhaps research on YouTube different videos on our productivity and all that, how to work 12 hours a day, like entrepreneurship and so on. Well, how do you want to do that if you have the thing that is its opposite, basically? That is, it's basically is the opposite thing. You allow an enemy to go ahead and take your focus away, which is not good. So you want to focus on a single task at a time, right? You want to be productive. You want to focus on this. Well, guess what, bro? You want to get influenced. Well, do you think you will be able to get to stay in that flow state, in the zone, if you have distractions, bro? Because once you are distracted by something, whatever, for example, notifications, well, you get out of flow state. And when you get out of flow state, you realize it, and guess what? Well, yeah, you realize it, and you're no longer in flow state. You're not no longer in that super high performance zone, and it takes you maybe 10 to 15 to 20 minutes to get back in it. Which, bro, it's a long time. I mean, come on, you basically lost perhaps a a massive opportunity to actually get even more work, even better work done, simply because of that stupid notification. So, bro, go right now. Go on your settings on your phone. Like, leave YouTube right now after I tell you this. Go on settings. Go on notification or app notifications, I think it's called, or whatever you find it them, and just turn them off, basically at everything, maybe except messages and calls, because you want, for example, your parents or whatever to not tell you, like, why don't you respond to my calls or something. That happened to me. That's why I'm telling you this. But aside that, all the social media, all the whatever, all the video games, also delete them. Come on, you want to become a successful entrepreneur. You don't want to just waste your time with video games and all that garbage. Just turn all that stuff off, turn those notifications off from settings right now. Okay, guys, so next is environment. Environment is super important. If you work in an environment that is full of distractions, obviously it's not going to be a great time for your productivity, all right? Don't work around food because you'll be tempted. Don't work in a dirty environment because it will distract you. Don't work in an environment where you have your, for example, on your desk, a lot of things. That's not good, right? And even if those things don't move, and even, for example, you have some plants or you have a lot of books or some other stuff, if there's a bunch of those subjects around or across the table, let's just put it that way, even though they don't move and they don't physically get your eyes to look at them, still, because there's so many, it's kind of, it's not a really good environment for focus. Why? It's because think about it. If there were no such things on the table, there would be the contrast effect of just empty table, one single task, right? So that's way easier to follow. If that makes, hopefully that makes sense. I basically have only these books that I'm putting my phone on, my camera to actually record, and also maybe my laptop here. But that's it. I literally got away with whatever other things that there were or potentially are when I record. For example, I just get them away from the table, and so I just have a clean, open, free environment. Okay, guys. So as you see, the books that I'm leaning my phone on record. This is my chair right here, and my laptop. But aside that, it's just look. I'm looking at the phone, and that's pretty much it. I don't have any plans here. I don't have any other books, and I mean spread around the table and stuff. I don't have any papers, whatever. No, it's just boom. I look at the phone. That's it. Basically, I can just also get the laptop away and just basically only this. I just look at my phone as I'm sitting on my chair. I record, and that's it. No other whatever unnecessary things, right? I mean, you get the point, right? I mean, these things don't really distract me. It's like blended in the environment. I don't really, yeah, they don't distract me. But on the table, you gotta be very careful with this, right? You gotta make sure there's nothing that actually distracts you. So just one single task, and that way it's even easier. So just be single task focused, bro. I mean, don't even multitask on important tasks. If you want to, you can multitask on shallow tasks, like easy, simple tasks, like whatever. But in terms of your work or productivity, bro, don't multitask if that requires your mental power even more, right? And if you have an environment that is just not good to work in, well, just either go in another one or work at some other hour. For example, if I try to film this video or these parts of the video when my family members were awake and walking through the house and making some noise, that wouldn't be good, right? But I'm filming specifically at a certain point, certain time, when they don't do that. So you can do that, for example, in the morning when they still are sleeping or something like this. So that you can actually have peace and silence and you just focus on your productive, great work. And also, very important, I gotta tell you about another thing. Sleep, 8 hours sleep, bro. Let's concentrate. Let's do our best to get 8 hours of sleep. Because if we don't, you'll see that with time, your performance will drop. It will not be as good. It's just as simple as this. And I gotta get better into this. But I started basically to at one point to get again 8 hours of sleep. Bro, my energy skyrocketed. It was like I woke up and I was like, wow, how is this even possible? That's how powerful 8 hours of sleep is. And you're literally not sleep deprived. You no longer just kind of do some task and just close your eyes and just fall asleep randomly because you're sleep deprived because you didn't sleep enough. That's not good, bro. That happened to me. So we just let's concentrate on getting 8 hours plus of sleep. That's very important as well. So go take action right now. And if you want a blueprint that is even better, even more in depth on productivity, and also discipline, confidence, consistency, you can go in the description and book a call with me because I can teach you for free for the first 10 guys my blueprint for productivity, for self mastery, discipline, confidence, consistency, and also if you want to for building muscle, having a way more aesthetic physique like I have built and I'm still getting better with it. So if you're interested in that, first link in the description. Go and implement those action steps right now. Remember, we're limitless because we never peak if we so choose to. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.